All right, Gemini, thank you so much for being patient. This is going to be your reading. We're going to, persistent came out with you before I went to work, and it's still where it is. So, either you're being advised to be persistent at this time, or you're being asked to be persistent. And that's fire energy. Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. Gemini, you are being asked to be committal to yourself, or learn to be committal to yourself. If you are committed to yourself, we'll see why is this in question. Your commitment to yourself. Why is if Gemini is non-committal to themselves? Why? Why? To prevent a tower moment for some of you Geminis. The reason why you wouldn't be committal to self is because you're trying to prevent a tower moment. Confirm the why. You have the Three of Wands in reverse. Yeah, to prevent a tower, unexpected delays. It says, why are you playing it safe and sitting on the sidelines, Gemini? Stop holding back. Maybe you fell a bit short on some personal goals and now you're afraid to take another step forward. Dust yourself off and get back at it, because these setbacks are essential. These setbacks are an essential part of your growth. It's all part of the process, and you are indeed evolving, Gemini. Be sure not to overcommit yourself in the near future. That's the why. Okay. Why is Gemini hard on themselves at this time? Because I don't think that's the main situation, Gemini. Overcommittal to self. It said be sure not to overcommit yourself in the near future. And then what is the shadow energy with Gemini being hard on themselves? I'm trying to shuffle. It's like they're stuck. The one. Hmm. If How do I say this? It has to do with being blindsided, Gemini. Your reading is not bad. It's not bad news either. When I say bad, it's not bad news. You may have some jealousy in regards to overshining or outshining someone or something. Don't get over yourself. What is the situation? Gemini, are you experiencing someone like this? If this is not you, you may feel like someone's not making enough time for you. Something about the eye of the beholder. Situation. For my air sign Gemini, acceptance. Just like you, the fact that the situation is you accept those who focus on themselves. Things is, people want your attention. It's not that they don't want you to outshine them. They don't want you to discard them. So you are committed to people and not yourself. You may feel like you don't have time. But this energy of you being hard on yourself, it's because you're stretching yourself thin. You can't make people take your path. You can't make people be who you want them to be. You can give people direction, you can give them instructions, you could be a role model, you can be a mentor, you can be a teacher. Did I say lead by example? I don't want you to continue to stretch yourself thin. Your assignment is to balance your social life, balance family and friends, so that whatever you set your mind to, you'll be able to see more clear. You'll have more understanding than having to always orchestrate how you can be a people pleaser. And there's also a Gemini here where someone is very persistent with you. This is somebody that you like. And the only thing about this is you guys are both attracted to your shadow energy. Whoa. Light can be brought into it, but it's like it's a good thing that the fact that the person accepts you for who you are, but it feels like you've outgrown your shadow self, and now that you're communicating with someone that you like, you may feel like your true interests may not be compatible with the person that is attracted to your shadow self, and they love everything that your shadow energy presents, but you don't see yourself in the long term with this person. This person is very persistent. You may be questioning, like, if all they do is cling to me, like, does this person even, you know, work or have some sorts of income? Or this could be how someone is viewing you at this time, Gemini. Mm. What is the advice? What is the advice? What is the advice for my Gemini? Transformation. Let love Let love transform you forever. There's long term right there. So Gemini, this is saying that the world is your oyster. And until you accept that, you are what's persistent and pertaining to your actions, Gemini, is you're going to continue to stretch yourself thin. Advice is now is the time to be committed to you. Others of you, Gemini, the question is the fact that you've been committed to yourself. How are you going to accept your person once they start being committed to themselves, because they've been committed to you? All right, something to think about. Gemini, don't forget love is kind, love is gentle. Oh, let me see. What is the side note? What is the side note for my Gemini? You have a calm energy, Gemini. There's no rowdiness, there's no roughness, there's no hyperactivity. It's just cool. Cool energy, Gemini. Love it. People love it too. People want your attention, Gemini. We have the full beginning here. Hold on. So you have a zero, right? Beginning, which represents the full. Okay. Going naked into a situation. Remember I said your vibe is really cool, calm. See that water? It's calm, right? The only thing about it, it's kind of, you know what I mean? What does this color of this water, how does it feel? You know what I mean? This is, you know how you can be far from water and it looks dirty, but when you walk up to it, it's clear? This is not that water. You're literally at the water. Nothing's clear about this. I feel like what I used to, well, one of my rituals that I started 7 years ago was, instead of me celebrating Easter, what I would do was take my children to the water. And every year we'll make sure it was a different beach shore. And what we would do on the day of Easter, we would, the whole mission was to resurrect the things about yourself or just whatever it is, you know, leave it at the water, right? And then you leave that water and then you're fresh, you're naked again. And I feel like, Gemini, you stepped in the water, submerged yourself in the water, and you walked out of the water onto shore, and you're looking at all of the worries, all of the problems, all the trials and tribulations, all of that. And now you're clean and it's a clean slate. And when you walk away, you're walking away from all of that. It's no longer attached to you anymore. It's like you're asking, if I get back in the water, then I can still carry the weight. You're going to stretch yourself thin, Gemini. Leave it there and walk away and accept what is. That's the transformation. You're leaving it at the water. You're important. You're important. Your shadow self needs this. In Gemini. Yeah. Your shadow self needs it. You got this, Gemini. You do. Some of you Geminis, you're not ready to release what this is. You're refusing this transformation. Hmm. But you're going to keep trying. This persistence. It's kind of like, we meet again, we meet again, we meet again. Hey, I am so familiar with this. You got this, Gemini. What is overall I am message? But your acceptance and pertaining to the overall situation, it says, I accept every step that life presents me without resistance. I try to find out what the universe is trying to teach me so that I can grow. Thus, I advance in freedom on the path of light. What are you afraid of, Gemini? You, says me. You're afraid of your own self. It's not that you don't want to transfer in Gemini. You're comfortable. It's like you, you're not worried about anything new. You're not worried about changing. You love stretching yourself thin. You love giving your energy to people. You love helping people. You love being there for people. But all of that, right? People are being committed to themselves. Next thing you know it, you're going to feel like those you're stretching yourself thin for, Gemini, as if they've now outshined you when you should be on the same grind, however that means to you. I love you, Gemini. Don't forget, love is kind, love is gentle until we meet again.